Greetings, everyone. Welcome back. I am Monster to Mermaid, and this is Minecraft. And I am telling stories of the land people in the town of Jalapari. I'm going to change my view pretty quickly today. And welcome, welcome, welcome. So here we are. I am standing in the on the grounds of the Old English mystic site, which is a cathedral. And this is level 4 that we're at right now. And we have builders who are at level 5 who are going to begin building everything up to level 5. We have dining halls that are level 5, but we have some amazing changes just in the last time since we've been here together on YouTube. And I'm sorry, of course I would get something in my eye right at the moment that I started streaming. Sorry about that. So here we are, and we're going to talk about some changes. Domum Ornamentum and Minecolonies updated, and the update is dramatic. And we will show one of the things about the update right now. This is a visitor, and I'm just going to click on them. And there we go. And notice the stats. So we no longer have, which is really fascinating, we no longer have meat pops to indicate hunger. And we only have one line now for hearts, and one line for hunger, and one line for happiness. So if I go to one of the people who actually works here, the sun is going down. Let's go to Rosalie. She's new.
Hi.
And she is working in her bakery, even though she just went home. I think she just left to go home. Let me see if I can get
Hi.
Jack. There we go. So you can see that Jack is quite happy, but he's a little hungry, and his abilities, his hearts are pretty interesting. So this is a thing that instead of having a double layer of hearts, a double group of hearts, they now have colors. And those colors indicate how healthy they are. And we can see Jack's family. Jack does not have a family. Jack and McKenna have lived together for a long time, and they enjoy each other's company, but they are not an official couple. And I'm glad to see that he's happy with his life. Jack has the shop here. He and Eli are both shop. You said so. I'm not making that up. You just said so, Jack. Oh, Jack went away. So everyone's going home because it's nighttime. The sun is setting. We're going to go up in the air just for a minute. I'm going to use my abilities as the ambassador. Hold on. So if I was videotaping, I would just cut all of that out. But when you're streaming, you can't do that. I just had a cough. And sorry about that. I just had to cough right then. We were going to go up in the air using my abilities as the ambassador, the mermaid ambassador from the Mermaid Nation of Ta'ana. And Ta'ana is a mob nation, and we, if a group of land people asks us, we will provide an ambassador. Look, the lights are on. Those lights go off in the daytime. Isn't that cool? We will provide an ambassador who will make treaties with the skeletons, with the enders, and with the witches. An agreement with the witches. We make treaties with barbarians of all types. We make treaties with pirates of all types. We do not make treaties with rogues. Rogues are usually underground, and luckily we are not doing anything underground. We've never done a full underground. We've done places that were inside mountains and therefore had some underground locations. Even in Jalapari, we have some places here, and I'm just looking for a moment. And see, okay, even in Jalapari, we have some underground tunnels for the train, that runs outside of the city. And so we do have underground tunnels for there. We have one underground home near the riverport, but we had wanted to have a full town that was not reliant on underwater, was not reliant on caves, and was not reliant on cavern style, underwater style, or cliff style. And we've kind of done that. We've kind of done that. The majority of the place is above ground and is not using those styles. I've used those styles for the last 4-5 cities that I have in the past, and so we wanted to try something different here. I'm going to go to sleep for a minute. Let's see if everybody is in bed. Everybody is in bed. So when we come down here for a second, let's look. This is a level 4.5 of a town hall. We started to update the town hall because we need it for the dining hall. However, it was ridiculous to update the town hall if the people who provide all the things that the builder needs are not a higher level. So we have 99 people, and we now have almost all of our builders and almost all of our providers, all of our, like the concrete mixer, the crusher, all of those are now up to level 4. That's the one. Let me come here for a minute. I don't want to go to sleep right away. Let me get a lantern. I should have one on me. I do. I'm going to go down to the Fletcher and see if we started doing the Fletcher. We have 2 really important ones that need doing. The glass shop is only a level 4, and the Fletcher looks like they're in a level 5, but they might only be a level 4. Let me check. And sure enough, they are. So the Fletcher, the dye shop, and the glass shop still need to be done, and that is what Cash is going to be working on. So we're going to come out. I would like him to do the Fletcher first. No, let's have him do the glass shop first. We'll do the glass shop first, and then we'll bring him over to do the other 2 shops. Although, let's see what Violetta is working on. If Violetta doesn't have anything to work on, but she does. She's got these farms here that all need to be brought up to a level 5. So she has this entire greenhouse. She has this farm right here. And she is working, or was working, to upgrade, and she is upgrading this. Wow, she didn't upgrade it. She built a new one from scratch. Oh, look at this. Hold on for a second. She started over. She didn't update. Interesting. All right, so Violetta has to finish working on this. She's still working on it. Oh, that is interesting. So we don't have a sugar farm here yet, right at the moment. Luckily, this isn't going to interfere with the level 4 flower shop that we have, or the beekeeper, or the composter. They are not affected by the fact that we are rebuilding the sugar farm from scratch. So it's not being rebuilt from scratch, so some of these materials should be available to her. I did not see that. And that doesn't usually happen, but I might not have used the same hut block, and that's what happened. So we have Josiah here, and Josiah is, no, I'm calling him Josiah. Jaziel, thank you. Jaziel is here, and he is running the sugar farm. This sugar farm is actually working. It only has one sugar field that's working right now, but it is working. And we were trying to see if we wanted to do a bamboo, but we will wait on that. We don't necessarily need to do that. We're trying to get more than one sugar field. And so we'll see if this happens this time with the new sugar farm that we're replacing. I'm going to go in and go to sleep for a minute, and then we're going to go to all the builders and get them. Nope. Let's not have anything in our hand. There we go. So we'll go to all the builders and get them set up. So we can see that Josiah is working on the rabbit hutch. Wade is working on the bakery, and Violetta says she's working on the sugar farm. And so that just means that Maisie and Cash are not doing anything. So we're going over to, I'm just going to have him continue with these 4 things. So he is going to work on this, and when he gets done with the businesses, when all the businesses are up to level 5, then he'll start working on housing to get it all up to level 5. And that's where we're at right now. When we start having all the housing at level 5, we'll begin to do modifications, which is one of the fun things that I like. So Cash is going to be here, upgrade the building. This is Liberty. Now the mechanic is upgraded, and the mechanic is now a level 5 with a wonderful elevator right here. And if you are, today is the 22nd of June 2026, if you have a Twitch account, you can go to the Twitch account to Monster to Mermaid on Twitch, and you'll be able to see when we tried to figure out how this elevator worked. But we know now how it works, and we can just look down in the bottom and see that we cannot go down, so we need to press the button here and then go down, and that's how it works. It's a wonderful system. And so when we press the button here, then we can use the elevator to go back up, and so it's perfect. That's just for the player, but it's wonderful. We also discovered that McCaw's has an amazing set of candles in candle holders that didn't exist before in the way that they exist now, and they're really perfect for the fact that we wanted to stay sort of medieval. We're not going to have refrigerators, we're not going to have modern stoves or modern sinks, and so that is one of the things, Giovanni, and so that's the way we wanted this town to be, and the candles will make it possible for us to do that. So we know what Cash is doing. We didn't see Maisie on that list, and let's look right now. And so Maisie is somehow not working. Yay, McKenna completed building the chef's kitchen. Yay. Oh, look at this. There's Marcos, and Marcos is our carpenter, one of our 3. And you just saw him making some pieces for one of the builders. He is the industrial carpenter. We have an industrial carpenter at the Riverport that also makes stuff for the builders, makes
Hi.
materials for the builder. Hi. This is Maisie. Maisie's not working, so we're going to have her quit. And look at her. Look how pretty she looks in. She looks very pretty in her off-duty outfit. We're just going to wait a minute, and then we're going to bring her back. And there we go. So she'll come back in a minute, and she should start working immediately on the living quarters. There we go. In the university. She just got attached to that. Malachi is the coach for the University Sports Center, and for the Sports Center we are using the barracks as a sports center. When Maisie gets to the necessary buildings. After she's done doing that, she'll come back to the sports center and bring it up to a level 5. And so we have 3 expert archers at the sports center, and and they are practicing and training other druids for competitions. Let's come up here. This is a modification of the Old English University interior. We decided we wanted to have these candles. I do not like when they climb up on the bookcases, and so I didn't want to have that. Now they can reach these books, so I'm not going to add anything to this. Let me just look here for a second. I have to keep in touch with my younger sister, who's having some issues right now, and so this morning I had started a stream and then I couldn't finish. And yay! I do believe that is Maisie completing this. Did you just finish, Maisie? Let me see. No. Oh, yes, because it was only a level 3. So she is now going to bring it up to the level 4. Should I have her do that? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I had wanted 2 people to join Hayden up here. And let's look and see. And we can now have 2 more people live here. We wanted Ivan and Mauricio to live here. And we're going to make this sort of, Hayden's going to run a little dorm right here for researchers and for students. And we will bring the housing up to level 5 as soon as Maisie gets done doing some other buildings that we need. So we now have a level 5 university, a level 5 library. We need a level 5 town hall. And what are we waiting for? We were waiting for McKenna to get done with the dining hall over here, and for Wade to get done with the builders, with the shopkeepers who are making building materials. And so all of these are level 5. That emerald piece on the building means that it is a level 5 in Old English. So you can hear some work being done in this area. There's Brooke, and there is Mia from Trade Post for Minecolonies mod, and she is delivering, she does deliveries of food, and she's delivering food to some of the people who can't get away to go and have lunch. And we now have 10, as of this morning, we have 10 couriers, and the newest courier does not have his name on his office, and I believe that is Jeffrey, Jeffrey. So let's back out and let's come to here, and let's see how it is for the others. It's underneath, so we'll come down. So let's come down to here and put Jeffrey, F-F-R-E-Y, and he is the 10th courier to work out of this warehouse. Now there is an office upstairs for Gregory that is empty because Gregory has an office at the Riverport. But when he comes here to work, when he comes here to oversee things, this is his office. And so there we have it. So the warehouse is a full level 5. The dormitory upstairs is a level 1, 2, 3. What? The dormitory is a level 5. Excellent. So if Jeffrey wanted, he could live here. But I think he wants to live with his parents for right now. And we'll see. These are people who don't have partners who are living up here. It is a level 5, and I do want to keep 1 bed free. If 1 bed is free in a level 5 residence, they will get children. And so that is one of the things that we like to try and do. Hi, who's this? Oh, that's Juliana. I can tell by her gear. Juliana is the carpenter, and she was just coming to check on something at the warehouse. Juliana likes to go and get her own things sometimes. There's Maximiliano, who is our tree farmer. He took over for Harper, who moved to the Riverport to be in charge of bringing in imported trees like jungle trees, mangroves, and acacia. We do not grow those trees here. We would have to have a greenhouse to grow them, and so we don't. And and that's not true. I know you can grow trees on any biome, but I don't like it. So this is the story that we have for this town. So now she just got done doing that. We needed these three things here: the library in the university, and we needed the dormitory housing, but I'm going to let her, she did one side is a level 5, but I need now the mystic site. I need to have her begin to work on this site so that we can have a level 5 hospital and a level 5 enchanter. And those are the most important things that we need. As a part of this mystic site, they are nested inside. It will also allow us to have a level 5 nether miner, which we call the nether ambassador. And that nether miner is one of the providers. So since we need him, we're going to have Maisie work on this. We now should have enough materials. Look how many chiseled stone bricks we're going to need. So that means that we're going to need stone in order to make the chiseled stone bricks. And we have also smooth stone stairs that are going to be used, as well as glass. We have chairs that have to be put in, and they are in yellow. We do have Amari, who is our shepherd, so we do have a way of getting wool. And we need iron, and Riley is our miner, and he is getting us a good amount of iron. And I think we're good. There's a purple post block, so we'll check and see. There's a couple purple pieces coming up, and there is a frog light, and it is a pearlescent frog light. If she needs this right away, she's going to be stopped, but we can order one of those and see if we can get it from one of the other cities. We do have a villager bell. There should be enough in the warehouse for this build, and I think we're good. So Maisie is going to begin this long process of updating the mystic site to the full level 5. And when she does that, we'll be able to update the hospital, the enchanter, the alchemist, the undertaker, and the nether miner. All are nested inside this building. And let's come over here to where McKenna just finished working on a level 5 chef's kitchen for the dining hall that's located in the town hall. Now, the town hall dining hall is only a level 4 because the town hall is only a level 4. So let's come here and look. This is a level 5. Everything seems to be okay. Nothing got taken away. Actually, sort of right here. This part got taken away right here, or it wasn't there to begin with. What time of day is it? It's nighttime. I think we have enough time to do this. Let's fix this once and for all. because this is a level 5, when we fix it this time, it's fixed for good. So we're going to take and get rid of the stone part that's right here and put in these pieces. And there's one piece. Oh, that needs to go there. Let's put the stair back that I just put away. And then right here, let's take away this and put in the middle material for the design. In this, this is Frontier, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look. Yes, this is a Frontier. And notice now where I took those stones away, it's showing those stones. We're not having them. This is a level 5. We don't need to worry about that anymore. And here we are. Dun, da, da, da. So let me put these materials away and let's go upstairs. Let's look at this part up here and make sure that none of this came down. Okay, good. And there we bumped that part. Let's see if there's any other bumps in here, and there are not. Now you'll see above the counter that there is a support here. I'm going to take away this right here to bring the support down on this side. And let's take away this. Let's move this over. I don't want them touching, and that will solve that problem. Okay, good. This is to support the, am I going to need to put one here? I might need to. Well, these are attached to this support system right here. So if I was going to do something, whoop, I could attach it to here. So my idea for what's going on here is that these are connected, there we go, are connected to hold up this awning that is the roof on top of here. I don't like when they get up on the counter. They're less likely to get up on the counter when there is something above, and so I'm hoping that that's going to work for that. We're starting not to use these all over inside. We're going to save the lanterns to be used on the outside, so we can put in one or the other here. I think that a tall candle can be knocked over, so I think we're just going to put in the small one right here, and we'll do that, and that takes care of this part. Now the bakery is still being worked on, and we'll go back and see what's going on with the bakery. Let me get rid of these pieces here, and we'll put these two back up, and let's see. Wade is working on the bakery, and let me see if it says that he is. It is not saying that, so I might have to start him over again. It is some kind of minimal problem that's happening, and it might be that when I start them over this time it won't happen anymore, because we did update to the latest domum and to the latest Minecolonies as of June 22nd. Now the June 22nd domum is dated June 22nd is 0.33. There is another domum that looks like it is the more recent, but it has a lower number, and you don't want to use that right now. They're going to straighten it out. So the 0.33 domum is the correct one for this time period. I'm not going to be able to check on Wade until morning, so let's go to bed. Everyone is asleep. Yes, I think that I did that afterwards, so we're going to come down. Eventually, I'd love to. I'm not here enough. 3 hours, it's really interesting. 3 hours, a 3-hour stream, several days a week. I try and make it 7. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that I get 7 in a week. So it's a short amount of time, but we have managed to get a lot done. We only started this in March, and it is the middle of June. And there she goes. So Maisie is working. Let's see if Wade comes on and says he's working. Wade is not working. So we're going to go and check on Wade. You heard some workers working on some things. We'll come back and look at what's in the shop after I get Wade going here. So let's fire him and look at his wonderful outfit. I'm going to let him walk out for a second. Is this a level 5? Okay, I'm going to shorten this table right here. Did you see that? Let's take this piece right here. Let's take these away, and let's bring the table back to here. That what happens is he is right there. There we go. He wants to jump over that part, so we're going to make this. We could take this away and do a modded table. Skeksis. Let's see. That sounds like a good idea. Let's get him to work. So let's bring him back. That would be fun. Let's see what modded tables we have. We have a tinkering table, a masonry table, a loom table, a carpenter's table. Carpenter's table might actually look good in here. Let's see. No, it has a saw. He's not going to saw anything. Let's look at the tinkering table for a minute and see. Mason table isn't going to work. Let's look at this table for a second and see if we like the way it looks. That looks interesting. I think I'd rather have that table here. And then we'll have a, let's have a stool for him. And let's do a darker stool, like a gray or one of the darker woods. We could do a stripped ebony stool. Why don't we do that? And we'll put that there for him. And this is his shop. So he's got a workstation here. He's got some things that he has collected here that he's working on. Some things underneath there. And his chest. And I actually like this. His first axe. And he is in fact working. So this is good. And he's asking for some things now. Let's look and see. So he needs a furnace. It's saying there needs to be a recipe for a furnace? Hold on. Isn't a furnace like the first thing that a mason gets to make? Let's put the tables back. Let's come here and let's put these pieces back. And we're going to go over and see. I'm almost positive that that is what she does. And we'll come here and look. Brooke should have that. Now here's an interesting thing. So they have to come all the way down here to go in. We have an area here, right here. We could, I think I'm going to make this right here. Let's move this block. Let's put this block up on top right here, and they can get through. Perfect. Let's come here and let's get these, and let's put them right there. So now if they want, they can come this way and get in, and I'm fine with this. Bless you, Brooke. And let me see if she actually does not have. I'm not even going to bother to look. I'm just going to do furnace, and we're going to Oops, we just lost it. Hold on. I'm going to need some cobble in order to teach it. I don't think she has any. Let me get some cobble to teach with. Let's get those away. I definitely don't want to make it in anything else. And so we're going to teach the recipe, teach the furnace, and there it is. And now let us change the materials to be that. And in case she did not know how to do that, Remy is bringing her cobble, so apparently she did. And so we have an entry now down there. We have an entry here that is practically directly to this right here. Let me look. Let's take this way. Let me come here, and you see how when I came out? So if I come out from here, then this would be here. This way. So we'll come to that door, and we're just bringing this back a little bit more than it was, just so that they have an actual space here. And we'll begin to change these sidewalks. They won't use the raw stone. They will use smooth stone because it has to be manufactured. So they will use smooth stone, and we are putting it in places. We're supposed to be adding it to the sidewalk areas. Slowly but surely, we are bringing the sidewalks to look like this. And that is not a full block, and that is andesite. So let me find the full smooth stone. Nope, we don't have any here. So we'll have to go to another section of the city where we might have one. Why don't I get one out of the thing? I could. But I'm really trying to see where everything is. So a lot of times when I do stuff and I don't go and just pick something out, it's because I'm looking for things. Look how many of these are still made out of this. But this is what we want it to be made out of. And so in that section that we were just at, we're going to run up there for a moment and get it going. So now we know that Wade is working on the bakery, Maisie's working on the mystical site. We know that Josiah is working on what? The rabbit hutch. And Cash is working on the glass blower. And McKenna is working, she completed, and it's McKenna who we need. So let's go to McKenna. McKenna is going to start working on the town hall again. McKenna's in the town hall, and she's going to begin to work on it. Why? Because we cannot update this dining hall right here or this library without the town hall being brought up. They are nested inside. And so right here, this is McKenna, and she doesn't have anything to do. And so let's go down to the office. This office right here, which is the town council office. And let us get her to build the building. So this is McKenna, and let's just look for a second before we pick a builder. So we're going to need a ton of chiseled stone. That means Tobias is going to be making a lot of stone to make chiseled stone. Did I see something that isn't possible? No, everything's possible except maybe another ender chest. But I believe that since Giovanni knows how to make one of those. And the posts, and we'll check in a minute and see some of the new things that need to be. So let us have her start working on this. Upgrade the building. And there we are. So it is sunset. And so she will start working on it the next day. That's my light to remind me to drink something. And I'm just going to take a moment and make sure of something right here. Okay. Okay. So we are just making sure that everything is okay on Earth. And now this smooth stone I need, so I'm just going to put it here for a second. Let's put these up. And let me go to the warehouse for a second. I want to go to the warehouse and just see how much stone we have, how much cobble we have. Everyone's in bed. Oh, a full moon. So it's been a full lunar cycle that's happened. We saw the new moon just a while ago. And so let us sort the warehouse. And let's come here and let's see how much cobble there is. So we do have enough cobble in order to do this. We have a lot of cobble deep slate, which is interesting. I'm going to see if I can get the crusher to work with this and some of the others, the sifter, to maybe work with cobble deep slate. I might not be able to. But I'm going to go over here. Let's go down the street to the Mason house where the crusher and the sifter work. And they work out of this right here. And let's look at custom recipes. So he can now have diamond. And so let's go to minimum and let's add a mesh. Let's add three diamond mesh. And there we go. And so that should get us the diamond pieces. It's already been researched at the university. Let's look at the crusher. And let's see what we can get here. Sand. Tuff, gravel, clay, bone, clay from sand, bone, and there it is right there, tuff, to make cobblestone. I think we're going to do that. Let's do this and let's have her work on that. We can go back and see how much tuff we have. I wish it was deep slate. I wish we could do deep slate cobble and change it into regular cobble, but we can't. I know the recipes will take some of those things, and that'll be fine. We could transition some of the recipes over, but some things can't be transitioned. All right. So now all the builders are working on something, and we can go to, why don't I do this? Let me go to the makers. Let's start with Brooke for a second and come here and see if she has in the cutter recipes some that she needs. And there they are. So a cobblestone extra slab. We're going to teach that. and a brown bricks slab. So we'll teach her that. And so those are all gone. And let's come over to Lucas. And Lucas does not have anything. I just want to make sure that what is turned off, we had turned off gold because they were requesting it at the shop. And so we turned it off for now. The iron is here. He makes some things. He had to make the plantation field block. He has some other things that he is making. This is marine lapis that he makes using mortar and lapis, and that is on his. These are removed. We do not use, I do, but mine is coming from Ta'ana. It's not coming from Jalapari. So they do not make those, and we don't want them to. They do make diamond, and he does the netherite. Now there is an iron mesh, so that might mean teach recipe the diamond mesh. Let's go here. Let's see if the diamond mesh, that needs a mechanic. So we're going to go to the mechanic and teach and give the recipe to Giovanni how to make the diamond mesh for Boone. Boone is our sifter. So let's come inside. And here we are. And let us teach recipe. Let's look at the cutter and see if there's anything here. Nope. So let's teach the diamond mesh, and it says crafts mechanisms and other things. The mechanic does it automatically, so I don't have to teach them the recipe. Excellent. Cool. Okay. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to see if there's something holding up Violetta, who's working on the... Is she? Did Violetta's name come up at all this whole time? Hold on. Yes, she's working on the sugar farm. So let's go check on her. Our climate-controlled warehouses are doing good. Are doing well. And we're coming into the rail station entrance of Violetta's shop. And let's look and see. Okay, so she's not asking for anything, and she's not doing anything. So that must be a level 1, but it's not a level 1. Hold on. Let's look and see what's going on there. The last time I looked, it wasn't a level 1. Did it say that she finished building it? She might have. Let's come here and look. I'm going to jump up here and cut across the composters area to get to the inside. And sure enough, we're back to the beginning. So
This looks fantastic.
the main entrance could be here. We decided not to do that. Plantation and fields, composter, bee shop are all supposed to be a part of this. And this is not a level 1. Build options, the builder is Violetta. Build the building. So we'll have her come back and start building that again. And wow, Cash, that was fast. Oh my gosh. He's finished the glass blower. Before we go over and look at it, we're right here with the Fletcher and the dye shop. And we need these to be brought up by Cash. So let's come in here. That's Santino, the dye shop owner, and Marissa, the Fletcher, right here. Let's start with the Fletchery. and bring it up to a level 5. And let's go to build. The builder is cash. Look at all of these. Wow. We're going to have some things here. Look at all of these colors that we're going to be adding. So let's have him upgrade. And when he begins to ask for stuff, we'll have her make it, or we'll have the carpenter make it. And has he started yet? No, he has not. So we'll wait until he actually begins. And let's see, where are we? Cancel the upgrade, so we know that he's going to get it. And we'll just have to wait until he starts working on it. And let's come here. And it is not showing caches yet. There we go. All right, so now that he's started working on it, let's go into the Fletcher and see if she is the one who is supposed to make those special pieces, or if the carpenter is supposed to make them. So let's look at crafting cutter recipes, and let's look and see. So the hay bale, there they are. Dun, 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 dun. So let's teach this recipe. She can do the hay bales. That's good to know. This is the purple. This is the cyan. This is the yellow. And this is the pink. And they are all with stripped dark oak wood, all of those pieces. So Maximiliano will be providing enough dark oak wood for Juliana and Marcos to produce it, to manufacture it, so that it can be used for the production of those materials that need to go to now this is permanent now. Sensus Primus. This is permanent right here. So why don't we just go ahead and do this? Except this is not a level 5. This is a level 5. This is a level 5. No, it's not. This is a level 5. No, it's not. Ooh. Okay, so that, I'm just going to do this temporarily then, again. This part right here, so that he can come through here, walk through here, and everyone can walk through this area right here to get to the sidewalks. And can't do anything with that part. I think what I'd like to do, this is a level 5. I think we're going to take away those trees right there. If we want to do something with these trees, the bushes that Taylor had, you can put a couple right there. Let's replace that. Let's come here and fix this. Let's see if there's someplace else that we need to fix it. I don't think so. And we're good for right now. Okay. And there is Wade. Dun, da, da, da. So Wade has finished working on the bakery, and so now I have to work on it. Do I want to work on it, or do I want to wait until it's a level 5? Why don't I just have Wade bring it all the way up to the level 5, and then I can permanently put on the canvas cover. See, the canvas cover is gone. I can permanently put on the canvas cover and put the counters in and everything that's needed. So right here, it is a level 5. Thank you, Wade. Yay! So that's a level 5. So in this area where Wade is, everything here is brought up to a level 5 that has to do with production. I could start working on some of the housing. Do I want him to start working on the farms? Do I want him to start doing some farm stuff to help Josiah? Or should he, in fact, begin to bring this up to a level 5? I would prefer prefer to wait before I bring this up to level 5 until I use the level 4. I think I want to wait for a minute and see. Level 5 means way more people getting off from work. And so that's one of the reasons why I don't want to bring it back. I don't want to bring it up immediately. So let me think about all the people here. I'd like to see if he is up for a moment. Vincentius Primus. Are you awake? I am. Thank you, everyone, for waiting. I need to fill Vincentius Primus in on some earth matters that have to do with needing to take care of 2 sets of families at the same time. So I'm sure that the way some people would end up doing it is that one of the adults would end up going to one family and the other one would stay with the family that's here. I don't want to do that. We've done that in the past. It is very stressful on both of us when we're separated and doing that. So rather than do that this time, I'm working out an arrangement so that technology helps to maintain both sets of families at this particular time. And so that's what I'm working on right now. So look at the sun. Wow. Look at the sun going down. That is so beautiful to see the sun setting like that. That was gorgeous. So we were talking about what Wade is going to do and saying he's not going to upgrade the resort. We haven't used it yet. So I would like to try using it at a level 4 first. And he has worked on everything in this area that's going to be upgraded except housing. And we have a need for housing in this area. There is a villager piece that we're going to add. We're going to add a blacksmith right here for the villagers that Mr. Villager is going to allow to come and live in the town. He is the ambassador of the villagers, and they're going to have some sort of way of, if people want to live here, that they determine who's going to come. And so that is something that we'll look at. I don't want Wade to work on that right now. I think that what I'll have him do is begin because, this is what he needs to do. Let's upgrade the train station. So the train station for trade posts for Minecolonies is needed for some things having to do with research and all in the university, at the university. So we're going to upgrade this to a level 5. And so let's look at it. The builder is going to be Wade, and that's an interesting piece. Look at that stacked slab, diagonal brick and Enderman brick all together. Whoa. And there's framed rough brick. Now these are extra pieces that Trade Post has added. Weathered rough stone wall. And these give Trade Post buildings their unique look. And so right now, this is going to be the first one brought up to level 5. We do have some of those materials researched already, but Wade's working on this building is going to get some more of those materials done. So Wade is here. Upgrade the building. Now Thatcher is the train station manager. I've changed some stuff right here, and I made an opening here and put in these lights. All of that's going to go away. It's going to go away until this is a level 5. And then when the entire building is a level 5, I believe that I'm going to bring the tunnel back over top, although it looks nice like this, doesn't it? Maybe we could just say that they dug this part out and just have it be there like that. And I could do it on both sides. So see how that side, we made the wall go up to here on this part right here. Maybe we can do that on this side. We'll see when it's a full level 5 what we want to do. But so Brooke is going to have some interesting new stones, and we might need some more mortar. And mortar, which is a part of Trade Post for Minecolonies, a new material, is made by the enchanter. And so we can go when it's time to, everyone's up. Let me see what time it is. It's not midnight yet. Let's take a lantern for a minute so that when I'm walking, I'm not walking in the dark. We have a lot of the roads are lit, a lot of intersections are lit so that we can pretty much see where we're going in a lot of places. The cathedral's being worked on, and that's why some of the lights are out on the cathedral grounds, because it's being worked on. And when we come down here, we have a light here. We could have a light here. We could have a light right here. Let me see. Let me do a post. Let's see what I have. Let's come here. I have a lightning rod, and I have a polished deep slate wall. And these, there they are right there. These are for making light poles. And let's come here. And let's do this. So there is that part of the light. We're going to put in this, and you can't see really, but we have a way of making the light, these copper pieces come together to make a light post right there, which is a good place for one because of this walkway here. Let's come down here and look. We don't have a walkway here. This is a level 5 of this building. We needed a level 5 in order for him to put in this house right here. Josiah to put in the level 1 of a villager house right here. So this is a level 1 villager house. Let's take these torches out right now. I'm going to add a candlestick, and I think I'm going to do the tall one. We're going to put a candlestick on the table right there, and this is the decoration so that when we want to upgrade it, it can be upgraded. Let's take these off. And let us close in this fence right here. Let's close it in from here. We're going to bring it around the side of the building and put it here. We might have a gate here to help with this. Let's put a gate here. Let's come here and get a gate. That's Pipkin. That sound that you hear is the pet parrot, Pitkin, who is running around, flying around somewhere here. And we'll put in the gate right here. And if I want to find her, I don't see her. Do you think oh, there she is. Okay, so there's Pipkin right there. And let's see what she's got on her. There we go. She's got some new stuff on her. And she will take and put that in the forager location. She has a stand, and she'll take it to the stand, and then it'll go to the warehouse. I believe that's the way it works. We'll find out. In here, remember that thing about the, we're going to have less of these inside. So we're going to have some place to set a candle. So why don't we take these? These are wonderful as tables, as drawers. They look very nice, so we'll put that there. And up here, I don't think we're going to find a place here for it. And so we've been leaving it that when he comes upstairs, he's not going to read. He's just going to go to bed. And so that's why it looks like that. And that I'm fine with for right now. The sun's about to come up and everyone's going to go back to work. I need those. Let me come here and put these back in here. Although, let me go here for a second. Remember when I came to this part, I wanted to see if we need one right here, and we actually do need one right here. So let's put another light right here. Now this is one that Mr. Villager designed and I modified. It was Mr. Villager's idea to make street lights like this. It's one of my favorite of his designs. We don't really need this post here now. And so we have a street light here. I'm not going to have that. And I think we're good for now. We'll take away that light there. And here I will put a light there, right over the door, and that works. And we have a gate and a light over that door, and we're lit up. We don't need that anymore. So there's water underneath here, which is why there's a bridge here. There's water under here, and we're going to keep it that way. There's land on both sides, but there is water, and so that's why we have it looking like this. That's so curious. See that house in the background that looks like that's what Mr. Villager was trying to show me the other day when he said, wow, it looks like there's a person back there. That's what he saw. I see now. If you look in the back, just under the lantern, you'll see a building, but it looks like a face. And that's what I saw just then. It's like, what face is that? Okay, Dennis is a fisher, and he's just walking around right now, aren't you? See, he's on break, so he's just walking around. And Cash is working on the rabbit hutch to bring it up to the level 4 or the level 5. We'll see in a minute. Rabbit hutch and the rabbit hutch 3 to a 4. So it seems like he has everything that he needs, and so he's just working on it right now. When he is done, he is going to begin to upgrade the climate controlled, yep, Yay, wait, thank you. The climate controlled greenhouse to a level 5, and I'm going to actually assign him this right now. So let's look at the pieces that are needed. There's end stone that's needed. We should have some. We'll make sure that Brooke knows how to make the panels, and we'll make sure that Giovanni knows how to make the buttons that are needed. Everything else has been made before and should be here. We'll have to check on how much purple we have. We seem to be using a good amount of it, and a good amount of emerald for the Old English level 5s and for some trade post stuff too. So the builder is going to be Josiah. Upgrade the building. So when he gets done with the rabbit hutch, he's going to upgrade this. When he's done upgrading this, we're going to make a change. We're actually going to put a wall here. So this is going to be enclosed, this side, with a wall. So see how there's stone here? We're just going to stone this whole end of the building. And then there he is. He's working on it. So you can see that he's working on the building right now. And so this will be closed in completely. And then all these areas that are open right here, if they don't have glass on them, we are going to put glass over those windows in the same way we have glass on top. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. This is a part of the warehouse, of the greenhouse, warehouse. And you can see that there's a break right here where, because we put this building right up next to it. When this is complete, then we can take this warehouse building, and I think this is complete. That field, we can take that field and connect it again. So remember the other day when I thought this was rice, and so I was taking it down, but this is actually peas. These are peas, and I probably would have seen that they were peas if I had looked in my backpack at the time that I took those down and saw what was going on. So that's what peas look like. So polished deep slate wall. What's the difference between these two? Why that's not working? And let's put this here, the lightning rod, and let's put these two. Let's keep them here for now. And that I want to keep. We'll hold on to that, and everything else can go back into the library here. Let's put this back in the library, and this. And Miriam is the horticulturalist, there she is, who keeps track of the temperature in this warehouse. So all three of these fields are hot and dry, hot and humid. Yes, sorry. And that was Nikolai going by. Hot and humid, and that is what she is maintaining. So can we see what's going on with this building? Can we see Maisie changing this building out? I don't notice it yet, as I'm not noticing yet. So it says that she's waiting for something. And let's look and see. But I don't see her waiting for anything. So what you doing? Are you going to go work? Where did she just go? There she goes. So she is doing something. And there we go. There we go. Okay. So she is now working on this. Let's come over here and let's look at McKenna. McKenna is here. McKenna, what's going on with you?
It's a fine day.
It is? What you waiting for? So they're going to be delivered. And the more paper frames, that means more sugar cane. We don't use the sugar cane for sugar. We're using it for making paper and making building materials. We use honey for sugar. And I really like that they did that. Hi, Jazz. What you doing? So there are people waiting to eat. He just went into the dining room and he's getting food. And then there is an extension to the university, the library extension here, which will go up to a level 5 when the town hall is a level 5. So I'll just leave that for now. All right. So everyone seems to be working. I'm just going to see what was added here. And sure enough, look at these things that were added. So we need rough brick, framed rough brick. So there's Enderman brick and rough brick. Teach that. And a fancy door. We're going to teach that. It's made with black stone, so that's why. And then teach the framed paper. Now, sometimes she doesn't do these. I'm going to give this to Marcos to do, but she would do the Enderman brick and the rough brick. So we'll have her do that. And let's see now. They should all be gone except for... Who came back? Teach. And let's see. Nope, it's not. Let's look at that. Rough brick. Let's see who works on it. There's rough brick. Right here. That's the trade post piece, and it is the stonemason, so we're fine. It's gravel and brick, and that gives us rough brick, and so she knows how to make that. She actually does know how to make that because she's made it for other parts of the building, and there it is right there. And so she's good. There goes Cade. Cade is the concrete mixer. So here for a moment. Wow, he is added, isn't he? Look at him. Oh, interesting. So he is making clay. He is making clay blocks. Nice. And Cade, yes. I don't think there's anything for you to do right now, except to make concrete. And we don't have a lot of concrete here, as we do in, for instance, our Naraluk, which is made almost entirely out of concrete. Not only concrete, but a special concrete, a special version of concrete that's lighter and stronger, made to be built, made for buildings being built underwater. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So let me get a sip. I don't know what I'm doing. When the light changed. I don't know what I did. Oopie doopie. So thank you for your indulgence. It is a little difficult. I think I want to put this here. I think I want to have that there. What level is this? Is this a 5? This is a 5, and that's a 5. Good. So we can add a flower here, and I think I'd like to add lilac. I think I'd like to have some lilac on this corner right here, right in that spot right there. Let's just do that. Could add it to this side too, but this isn't done yet. On the other side. These are going to go away. These pieces right here, because that's the sidewalk. Let's make these two go away, and let's come here, and here we are again with sidewalk. So where we have a sidewalk piece like this, we have this area here. This is supposed to match up over here. You just have to cross over. Now I had a way of having them cross over, and there it is. So this part right here, that needs to be, we would have to have another set, and I think that's why it is the way it is. Okay, I'm not gonna undo what I have done. So when Josiah is done with the rabbit hutch, he is going to work on this greenhouse. We need this greenhouse to be, there we go. We need this greenhouse to be a level 5 so I can make the change to the outside of it. When he's done with that, he will continue to upgrade the farms. Let me see what our farmers are like right now. I think they're all 4s. Nope, there's a level 5 right there. Has Josiah already done them all? Wow. Nope, this one is not. Kamari is done. Kamari is the first farmer. And actually, Nikolai is first farmer. And his is done. Kamari is second. And hers is done. And then Salem, who's here, is his done? Is done. And Ismail is not done, and the one down here isn't done. So when someone's available, it will probably be Cash. I don't think it will. I think it's going to be Josiah, because Cash has the glass shop, which he's working on right now, and he didn't finish, or did he? He did. He's working on the Fletcher, and when he gets done with the Fletcher, he's going to work on the dye shop. Let's have him, let's have this as the next thing that he's going to work on. I can't. This has to be brought up to the level first. So he's bringing this up to the level 5, and then we can bring up the dye shop and the housing. Wow. So it started raining. It's after midnight. Let's look and see what's going on here, what Violetta is doing in here, and see how this is happening. So she is working on this, and we'll see what she needs, what's happening with that, so that she rebuilds it. And I thought I was going to do something with a stable today, but there were no stables. Let me come here and go to sleep. Earlier when I looked, we could look this time and see if the stables are there. Why don't we do that? So let's come up here and let's come out over the taiga forest. There's the sun rising. You can see the monastery, the villager monastery right there. And let's go to my backpack and let's get the stable, and let's see if the stable actually shows. So we have a stable hut block, but we don't have the stable actually in the stiles yet. And let's see if there are any at all. There are not. So we still don't have a stable to make. So we're just going to wait until the style designers make the stables. Yay! Vincentia's finest, everybody. Yay! Okay, Josiah just finished working on the rabbit hutch. Let's see our little Iris, our young person who was raised here, who is going to take over this shop. And let's see what it looks like. This is a level 4 rabbit hutch. And where are the rabbits? So we have a place for them here and a place here. Do you see what I see? Is that actually open? That can't be open. This is closed. This is open right here. Ooh, the door is missing. Huh, let's look for a second. It says that he's done. Let's look at the build options. There is no door. Fascinating. So how are these rabbits supposed to stay in here? And more importantly, how are these rabbits supposed to stay in here? Let's do something. Let's close this and let's come down here. Now, this is a level 4. We're not going to do anything with this for a little bit. We have to go down to here. We have to have 1 above, 2, 3, and I think that's enough. And we're on the other side. We are indeed. Okay. And so what have we used for this to make this work? The rabbits can't use scaffolding. So let's get scaffolding. Oops, it cut caps. They can't use scaffolding. So we're going to put the scaffolding here. Nope, that didn't work. There's 1 and 1, 2, 3, and there's another. So this is how Iris is going to get in and out of this building. And so when the rabbits arrive, the rabbits are going to be delivered, and they're going to be inside here. This is very pretty. I don't see any water, any place for water. And we're just going to do a water just right here. I'm going to do a half because we've had situations where baby rabbits got into these holes and the water's too high. So we'll do it like this. Let's get a bucket. And I need both buckets. These go away just to make sure I don't make a mistake here. What's that? I don't need fish, I need water. Okay, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that's water for them to drink. And if we wanted to, we could put in some modded stuff, but I don't want to do too much modded. As it is, when Josiah starts working on this again, this is going to be dug up. This is going to be closed in. And when we do the permanent one, we're going to make it stone around that piece. So now let's see her. And this is supposed to be Iris right here. And let me come here and see. I have a visitor. And so I was trying to see for a second. Vincentius? Yeah. I know this is going to sound weird, but he likes training. I know, I do. She is showing 27. So she has not fully graduated, but I think she's at the point where she would like to do work study. If there were rabbits, I would pull her immediately, but since the rabbits haven't arrived yet, we will have her. Gregory will now have to order her some rabbits.
Yes.
Yay! And so that is one of the things that will be done. And then she is going to live here when she's done. Right now, I think she's probably living in the dorm. This dorm is a level 5. How many people can live here now? We have 4. So Genesis, Heidi is here, Amari, these are all researchers, Camilla, and we have a couple more students in a frat house. So we've got 2 frat houses, and one of them is here, I think. Let me see if this is it. Yes, it is. So Estella is the teacher, and she is living in the frat house with Iris, Dixie, and Catalina are here. And these are the children's houses, and they're empty for right now. We don't have any children. We're not going to have any for a while. And that, I believe, is everything that we can do. So that's a full, we are at the halfway point of what the normal stream time that I have. I am going to try to do the resort. So let's come here and let's come down. So we had, Estella was originally going to be the resort concierge, and this is what it looks like. So we have guest services and we have the bartender. The bartender is Cohen, and he was the one who was picked. He has actually done it already, and he would just be coming back here and going to work here. And guest services is right here. We did have Estella, we brought Estella in specifically to do that job, and she decided that she liked teaching and research better. She likes being a professor, and so we need to find someone else to be, and I believe that we picked someone. Let me see if that's true, that we actually do have someone who is a possible guest services worker. But let me see if I can find it. We have druids and the rabbit farmer, chicken farmers. There it is, Amari. So Amari is the one who we decided was going to do guest services. Violet and Sutton, who are not a couple, they were together at the time. They were living together at the time, and they thought maybe they'd like to be a family, so they got Amari. They raised her, and then they decided they didn't like each other enough to make it permanent. So Amari was raised by them. Let's put her here, and and then we'll bring Conan back. What did I call him? Hold on. Cohen. Cohen back. But before we do, remember when we made a mistake and we built a level 5 apartment up here for the guest services people? And here it is right here. I'm going to separate the beds for now because they don't really know each other. This is going to be where the guest services and the bartenders sleep, but we have to make it viable again. Right here, where these 2 chairs are, is where the table belongs. And so let's put in Let's go to Byzantine and let's put in this building. To make some sort of light here, let's take candlestick. We'll put a candlestick on the edge. Let's come here and let's put these away. Let's put a candlestick right here. Right here. Take this down and we're good to go for right now. And now let's do Byzantine. We'll switch to Byzantine. Byzantine has inserts that will work, residence inserts that work really nicely. And so we're going to fundamentals to residence, and let's use the 3-bed. Let's see if this one is the one that we want. Let's X. Let's point at the ground again, and let's go to fundamentals, residence, and let's go to here, and there it is. So the level 5 shows us of this 3 beds. Level 6 shows us where the beds would be, and we'll see if this is the one that we chose. It could have been, but I don't think so. See where that is and where the beds are, unless it was like this. And we could have done this one. But the beds aren't in the right place. So we didn't do this one. We did the other one. So let's come back here and look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's the other one, and let's turn it around. There's the beds right there, and there they are. So this one matches where the beds are, but it doesn't match anything else. How is that possible? Is there another one? No, I'm not trying to rest. That would be a curious change, wouldn't it? So this one isn't going to work for us, because we had one that allowed us to put the beds in the middle, and this isn't it. So let me try again. Let's do the 6 on this, and let's move it here. It looks like it has to be this. But how would I have put it in? Oh, no, it is. Look where this is. Look where this is sitting. It is this one. Okay, let me get one of these chairs, because it's going to go away. And let me see everything else. It actually was this because the table was sitting right there, and because it wasn't going to take away the walls. I'm amazed. All right, so here we go. So let's come here and construct it. Wow, fireworks right in our ear. All right, so let's X this. And let's look and see what we've got. So our beds have changed. And so we'll take this away, take this away. That's right, I remember this corner. I remember this, that we had to put this corner back in. So let's go downstairs and fix that corner. Right here. And the way we do it is, let's take this piece and put it right there. Okay, so now that we have that corner fixed, we can come up. I think we had lime beds in here. We don't need the chair or the, and we don't need bunk beds. And everything else seems to be pretty good. Let's change the color of the beds. Oh, we got blue. So why don't we do blue beds? So let's come here and let's get blue beds. Blue, and we'll use them in here. So take this bed away, take this bed away. And if they turn out to be a couple, we can also add some other things if we need to later. But that'll work for us right now. I remember there was a bed here, so if we need to, we could do that, but we'll see in regards to the couple who's living here. All right, so the chairs right here and right there for now. And there's a candle on the nightstand, and I think that's all the furniture that we're going to put in. So let's assign Amari, and let's assign Cohen. If I don't get them to come up on the first round, then I'm just going to go ahead and go downstairs and get them to assigned first. But there he is right there. So now they both live here. This is their new house right here. How many of these do I don't know. I have it there. I guess that's okay. And let's make these go away for a moment. And let's come down now to the resort and get them assigned to the resort. So the bartender is Cohen, and we can see he has a 7 and 7 for that. And so he's going to be here. This is the bartender. And this is guest services. It has to be like that. So now we have a bartender, and there it is. Guest services is Amari. And now we have guest services, and there we go. So there are materials here for them already. There are seats in here and upstairs that belong to the resort, and we'll see how that begins to work, and we'll see how many people we have going off to have a vacation right away. That's what happened when we were doing it before. Too many people were going for the amount of people we had. We have 100 people. If 10 people go, that could be all the builders. And so that is the thing that we want to look at and see how that's going to work out. So now the sun is coming up. It's too late for me to sleep. So I'm just going to, there's skin in the game right there. There's Arston. Arston has been here for a little bit. No, she's come back. They have come back, Arston has, because look at their meat pops. It says that they just arrived. They were here just recently, and they enjoyed it so much. They're coming back. The former military advisor and general of the Draconian army, and Arston is saying that he can offer his expertise to run and strengthen our army. However, it seems that he has returned knowing we don't have an army, which means he enjoys not having those. McKenna?
It's a fine afternoon.
Framed paper. Okay, I will work on it.
So, what'll it be for you?
I will work on that. So he's returned. So Arston has returned. They have returned. And so it must be that they enjoyed the peace of this place. Framed paper. Remember when we were supposed to go to Marcos and get him to make it? We didn't. Marcus is laughing about that. That's not funny. So here we have framed paperweight. This one right here, which is stripped dark oak. And he's going to make that. He's not making these other pieces. She's making them. The Fletcher's making them. Although it's interesting that they're showing up in both places. Let's see if they go away if we teach them here. They are going away. And so that is dark oak, and that is stripped dark oak. So that's two different types. Stripped dark oak and wood, and nope, that's the same. So that one is not changing. Let me see if we need the... I don't think the planter can do that. Planters don't have a cutter, so they can't do it. So if they can't do it and it's not going away, that means it might be Brooke. Let's get Brooke to do it. So we're coming here. This is the mine complex. Brooke is a part of this. And let's look at the cutter, teach. And she has these again. It's showing this. So let's see if that goes away. It didn't. Let's do this, teach that. That went away. The rough brick, teach that one. And that one did not go away. So those two didn't go away, which means that there's something missing. That's what it is. Let me come here. Let's come to here. Let's get this down and see what it says is missing. Framed paper extra. The carpenter to make paper extra. It's is asking for paper extra, and paper extra. I know what's going on. Remember, Sutton doesn't have a place to work anymore, and that's where we were getting our paper extras from. So we're going to have to ask Jazz, to make paper extra for us, and paper, and all the things that Sutton was doing. We'll have to get Jazz to make them. So let's come here. Now he is a level 4, so he shouldn't have too much trouble with these things. So let's do paper. Paper is being made out of cane. We can't avoid that. Paper extra right here, and white paper extra is made by him as well. Okay, and then scaffolding. I'm not gonna do the scaffolding. I think that's all. He should make books or we'll run out. So let's do books. Yes, indeed. So there's a book, and let's get him to make books. And there's something else, but I don't know what. He doesn't make sugar, or he does make sugar, he just makes it out of honey. Let's look for sugar, and sure enough, it shows him making it out of honey. So we'll do that. Those are exceedingly important things to get done, and I think we're good. Yep, we're good for now. And there we go. I know there's a tree there. See that tree? I don't think we're going to be able to have that tree there. We could move the tree away from the chimney and put it like right here at this corner. And I think that's what we'll do. We did get most of the trees replanted. But I'm looking at that tree stump there and thinking that that one might have stayed. And so let me see what she's waiting for. So we changed this so that she wouldn't end up in the hut block. We actually put down work tags on the floor to keep her out of the hut block. I think they worked. There's been an update, so it might have been something that was fixed, but because they were ending up standing inside the hut block, so they're standing in the furniture. Let's see what she's asking for. There's nothing here.
What's it today then?
And let's see what she's asking for. There's nothing there. What is she working on? Let's see what it says. Why is she not working on this? Everything is there. It should say that she's completing it, but it's not. It's not showing anything. Cancel. Let's try one more time and let's see if we can get her to put up this new building. I'm trying to get the builder to do it just to make sure that so that I can say, yes, I had a builder build the building, and this is what happened. So she needs 6 stone buttons, it says. So let's build the building, and we now have a new build request. And then we should have a notification that she's going to work on it. And we'll see in a moment. It is the middle of the day, so there shouldn't be any problem with her working on it. There, nope. Still don't have it. Did I put Violetta? Let's cancel. Cancel. Let's come back here and build again. Let's pick Violetta as the builder and build the building. Now she built it up to a certain point because look, all of this is here. So it would seem to suggest that she still has a portion of the building, and that's where those pieces were coming from that she needs. Now there was some indication on Discord, on the Minecolonies Discord, that there were some problems with some things being missing. And I'm wondering if this is one of the things where they couldn't finish a build because of something. And let me see here. So it's not even showing those buttons. So on the build thing, it shows that buttons is what's needed, but it's not showing here. So luckily we have another, yeah, I know what you're saying. I know. So we'll cancel. There's no way we can build it if it's not even going to show the buttons. And I'll see if I can, I'll see what happened, why that changed. They can't change things too much for the style designers or old styles. styles that are already established won't be able to be built because of stuff like that. Now, do I want to fool around with it, or do I want to bring in mermaid builders and just build this? I did not want to do that. I'm really trying to see how it works. And that's what I wanted to do. And it is almost completely built. Apparently it needs some buttons on some parts. And there's a piece here that's missing. And so that might be part of the thing. There wasn't anything there. It's showing that the buttons are here in all the places that they're supposed to be. So technically this is finished, and yet it's not. And so, yeah. So there was a big update. Some things changed. And luckily we have someone who is working. Now, I'm actually going to have Jazz go back to research. Let's come here. I'm going to have Sutton work on this. We're going to have Jazz go back to research for a while. Sutton is the head sugar farmer. And you can see in his skill set that he is much farther along and much more skilled at getting things done. So let's come here, and you can see he's a 30 and a 30. So let's have Sutton take over here. Let me see how far away he's living. Ooh, that is far. Wow. His house is pretty far away. I think I'm going to leave it for now. I suppose I could move him in with these guys here. Jazz is going to go back. Sutton's not with anybody. Ah, that's right. He's living in that house at the far end. That's right. Let's put Sutton here. And let's have Jazz not be here. Jazz is going to go back to teaching. We'll come out this way. Do we actually not have anything here yet? Oh, that is interesting. We don't have stairs coming down from there yet. How did we manage that? I think we were waiting because they were working on it. I think so. I think that's true. Every once in a while you go, wait a minute. All right, so here we are going over top of the cathedral. We're coming down here. Now we have a frat house right here, and Jazz can just join this frat house for now. And we'll assign Jazz here. So there are 4 people in this frat house. Frat. And then we'll come down to this library, and we'll have Jazz work out of here. He's going to continue to do research until such time as he can have his sugar farm back. He's going to research sugar farming. All right. And then we'll check and see that, what time of day is it? It's already night. Is everyone asleep? No. No. Everyone is not asleep. So who isn't sleeping? Hold on here. Let's come here and let's look at them. I did assign them here, but let's make sure. And sure enough, they're in bed. So we'll close the door. Let's come here and let's look. We have some people who are awake. And so it begins. So this is in fact a resort. And how many people do we have? Hi. So there's an Arnold. Hi. That's a visitor. Let me go upstairs and see who is upstairs. Did you see that person is not getting what they need? Let's come here and let's see what's here. This is
What can I do for you?
McKenna, and she wants a milkshake and a napkin. And she's supposed to be getting served that. Milkshake and a napkin. Let's see if there's anyone here. And this is the problem. So this is Cade, and he wants bar nuts and protein. I don't see anyone getting service. I don't see anyone getting service here. We have a bunch of people who are here, and no one's getting served. So whatever the problem was with the server, with the concierge, is still happening. Manage. Crafting. I don't know what it is, but I think that the only thing that I can do right now to fix this is go here and have the bartender and the guest services go. And if the bartender and the guest services are not working, everyone's going to go home, because no one's working here. So let me look at this again. Manage. Let's fire the bartender, and let's fire them. And so now no one is here. And let's come to here. So everyone's going to go home, and they'll go to the restaurant in the morning, and they'll get fed, and none of the things that they wanted are here. So right here, we have a whole bunch of stuff here. We have napkins already. We have drinks already. We have shakes already. We have bar nuts already. All these things are here already, so this isn't the problem. And that is the where they're supposed to be able to see everything. I could try putting it in, but I don't want to do that experiment with so many people. And do you see how many people came? That's like 10 people who aren't working. And that's the problem. That is a problem. So if you have builders, one of the builders, McKenna, she was there. You can see that some work is being done. This looks different right here. So she's working on stuff. She's now going to come back to work. And so there are some things, if I was on Twitch, there are some things that there's more of a direct connection with Twitch to some of the people who watch. We'll talk to the trade post people later, and we'll find out what we can do to fix, to see why that still isn't working. He thought he had a fix for it, the developer of Trade Post for Minecolonies, and I hadn't had the opportunity to try it because I didn't want that to happen. And so I know now that we have enough workers and people that we could have a number of people off from work and see how it's going to work out. This is what happens when you have a new mod. There are things that they do, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So we're going back here. It's morning. Let me see what time of morning it is. 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to come back. This field is not the field where the animals are supposed to be. I did this on purpose. I gave them a wider field, and all I need to do now, and I bet I gave all the food that I had away. Let's look here. I sure did. So let me see if there is something I can get from the farmers themselves to to bring the animals back. So let's look here in the ranch hands area here. Let's come here. This is Colt. And Colt, do you have anything on you? Yes, he does. He has 2 on him. No. No, you're not going anywhere. There. And let's come here and let's look and see if he has some more. He doesn't. So he only has 2 on him. And this is, who is this? And that's Colt.
It's a fine afternoon.
Yeah, I see. I hate taking it from him. And look, he's already fed someone. So let me go to the warehouse and let me get some wheat and let me get some carrot, and then we'll get the people to come back. Every once in a while I do that where I put it away.
Fine day.
I forget that I'm holding on to it. So let's come here and let us sort, and then let's go to wheat first. And we have more than enough for what we need to do, and we just saw the indicator on the floor. It's down here. So let's come down. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. And let's take, I don't want to take that much. I just need 1 piece, believe it or not, is enough. And then let's get carrot. And we'll do that. Let's come here and let's get carrot. And there we go. And let's go here. And they're also downstairs. Yes, they are. All right, so we're just going to take one from here. What is this? Netherrack. Wow. That's from Cairo. Cairo's been bringing back some materials. He arranges for some materials. It might have been that Gregory arranged for the materials to be brought from one of the other cities, and that's a possibility that that's what happened. We can cut through the fields right here. We can cut through right here and cut through to here, and then we can go in here. I just haven't done anything with the fact that they want to. Let's come here and let's close that door. And who is that? Oh, there's carrots. So that's Brendan. Brendan is, yes, that's Brendan is the carrot. And we've got cows here, and I'm going to very quickly walk to the very back of here. We do this every once in a while, and then I'll pull out wheat. And so that should bring the sheep and the cows to follow me out. We have a bunch of them coming. And we'll get them to follow me out of that area and to come into this area here. And follow me all the way to here, and then we'll leave it. So we've got a decent amount of them to follow me out. And now let's get the pigs to do the same. So we've got pigs in the corner, in both of those corners. Let's get them to follow. There's another one there. And to follow me out. Come on. Come on. Now we take the pigs over to this side of the farm. And this is where we can bring them. And there we have it. So now they will be harvested and they will be fed, and all the things that needs to be done will be done because they're not in that corner, which is off of the farm. Why do I do that? Because the farm's not big enough. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, the greenhouse is a level 5. Fireworks. The first level 5 greenhouse. Dun, 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 dun. This is the climate-controlled greenhouse that he just finished, and this is what a level 5 looks like. So what we said we were going to do with this is, let's make sure all the fields and everything register the level 5. And we have 3 of 4 fields that we can do. And they're all there. And this is a level 5. And the temperature gauges are all still set. And now we can get both of these to work. So we don't need this right here. And we don't need these. This can be there if it wants. And we're going to close up this part right here. There's a missing log. This piece right here is missing from here. Take the button off of that and bring this up to here and cover this part right there. So the two buildings are almost connected. See this part right here? So we'll bring this also piece right here, and let's put this in. I'm going to bring this piece up. Take that away. Yeah, it is showing. See, it's showing those. So that is supposed to be there. And this and that. Now here we have a missing piece. Well, I had intended to stream earlier, and that would have kept the air conditioner from coming on, but unfortunately I did not get the chance to do it. Let's take this away. So I can either put glass in here to fill these parts in. I think it would be better to put the glass in. So why don't we get this glass piece and put it in next to these pieces here. So I need a glass piece here, here, and these. So there's a piece here, and there's a button there, so let's take that button away. Put that piece in. This piece is actually here. And right here, is there a button there? There is not. So let's put the pieces here. And here. Here. And here. So now the entire roof is done. And these two buildings are connected. Beehive inside, which I just love the idea of that. The bees that that actually pollinate the fields, and so this is good. So right here, we're not going to use this part right here, and so I'm just going to go ahead and close this part up right off to bat. Here where we have this decoration piece, put this in, and in these places right here from this decoration piece on out, let's come here and let's get some panel, and we'll panel that part. Cutter. There's cutter, and let's come here and do this. So let me put this down. We're going to work on this for this time period here. Boinky. And let's put a cutter down. And let's get panel. And let's do glass pieces. Now this is what we do with arcology. When we need the arcology pieces to work. Let's put this here. I might need glass, the big glass. And what we do is we put it on the outside. So we have this area here that's open. We have these areas that are open. See, all this is open right here. And we're going to close them as a way of showing that this is a place that is supposed to be closed, that is being climate controlled. So I imagine that the idea of having the entire thing closed in would be a lot of work. If you're trying to get a climate controlled building to be built. And so we're putting that part in right there because this is the road right here. There's actually a road piece coming all along here. Then let's take these and put them on the outside. So we're going to start from here. Do I have a button? I didn't start at the button. Okay, we'll start here. And we're actually going to we're going to close the whole thing in. I know I'm not getting it so hot. There. I should be able to get it now. There's one. Now I'm standing in the way. And there's the first layer. And then let's put the second layer here. And let's bring this layer over. So this is the kind of work I want to do at night when everyone's sleeping. Do I need that to go over any farther than that? I don't. And then here, just over to here, and I believe that is it. Dun, 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 dun. So this part is closed in, so this is what it looks like on the inside here. And behind this, an invisible rack. We've got invisible racks. So let's put the rack there, the rack there. And this is what it looks like behind. These are glass panels. This is the peas, and we just closed in. Nope, we didn't do that part. We did the rice part. I thought that was rice. Oh no. Do we have peas in both places and no rice? Hold on. This is rice. Yeah, that is rice. Okay, good. Oh, they decided not to have the water. That's what it looks like. It looks like in this house it's not. Let's go to the back for a second and look. I don't know why this looks like this, because this is rice, not peas. Yep, it's rice. So there's rice here. What's growing in this house? And these are peas. Is there a difference? It is very tiny, the difference. So this is what this area looks like here. We have the wall here. We don't necessarily need this, but we'll just keep that for now. I don't have to take away stuff that isn't necessary to take away. And right here, we're probably going to end up putting in a door right here, so this would come up. Can we put a door in, or do we actually need to put paneling in order to put a door here? I think we need to put paneling in. Why don't we put the glass paneling in? Right here. So let's come to the outside. Let's put paneling up this part. Now this is going to be interesting because this is not going to be where this is going to be. We're not going to have... Am I going to have it? See, because I'm changing the design in a way, what does that do to the design that's already there? I have to put it on the outside just to make sure it goes all the way up. So see that piece right there? I can't. It's in the wrong location. So this piece is in the right place, this piece is not. It has to be on the outside in order to make this work. Alright, so there we go. So do we need this? Could we do it on the end? No, we can't see the decoration, so we'll leave it like this. And let's remove that, and then we can actually have this if we want. I'm fine with that. So let's come to the outside again. I have peas and these things and the rack, and these should be up here. And now I've got these 4 and glass, and we'll bring them down and let us continue. I don't know what to do with that. It's such a beautiful design. I don't really want to change too much, so I don't think I will. So let's take this, and this is on the outside of this right here. So let's just bring this over. That would put it there. Do I need any here? I don't. So the only thing that I'm covering up here is this. Oops. Oop. And one more down. Right here. And here. So it's not that much. Take that away. And let's do the same here. Let's just cover this part. So it doesn't change the look of the place. See, it still has a beautiful design. It just is closed. So we'll continue. This is me, I just like to do stuff like this. You like to go and look for things in caves, and this is what I like to do. That even when Vincentius was going and looking for things in caves, I would stay back in the village. I used to stay back in the village and just do this stuff. Just do stuff like this. So this is much simpler than I thought in regards to what I want it to do. Sorry, I had to cough. Now I don't need anyone coming out on this side of the hill here. So we'll put that in, and then we'll get these. have enough of them coming? What happened there? Did I put... Ah! That's what happened. It's like, where did that piece of glass go? Okay. They've done such a cool job of making it so easy to put these pieces in. And I really like that. And here we are here. Now we have a little bit more here because we have to cover in those. But why don't we start with this? Go to here and then take these two up and that one up. And do the same on the other side. I'm just going to take this across for a minute, all the way across, and then we'll remove it from in front of the wood. It's easier to do that. So there's that piece there. You can take this away, and fill in this whole part. So we can fill in the underpiece. And we don't need these. Take that away. We don't need those extra doors in this area. There isn't any roads in this section right here. If in the future we have more stuff back here that we want to open that up, then we'll see. And so that is what it looks like right there. Let's get the top of these. This one. So we keep the same design. The glass is just on the outside. We started doing this with Arcology because Arcology had a similar sort of design, and we didn't want to have to take away all of the pretty decoration blocks that are used. So it was, oops, where did that go? I put down a piece of glass somewhere. It's in the farm. How much do you want to bet? I'll have to go and look at the farm for a minute. Let's go over here. I think this still has a door here. Let's see if I can find that piece of glass that I just accidentally misplaced. I don't see it. Now I do see this. So here's the problem, Houston. I see that where that's coming down. So I am going to have to put it all the way down, but I don't like the way it does this. I don't like that. Oh, I know what to do. Yes, yes, yes. These are wall pieces. Let's come here and let's get the cutter back out. Let's get brick. You thought of it too, didn't you? That's where I heard it from. You thought of it. Let's get brick. Do I have any brick handy? Nope. Let's come here and get some brick. Stone brick. Right here. And now let's come to here and let's make the same panels except in stone. So we can put this up, we can get rid of that, and put this in front. And there we go. So I don't mind it doing that on that side. It still gives it that piece there, although it does give it the bump now, doesn't it? Would it be better to do that? We could put in another piece right here to make it thicker. Let's do that. I think I like that a lot. So we'll do that. So let's go out and we'll put in 2 sets. So we put a set inside. Oops, boink. One and then set here. Let's put the set here first. And we'll do the inside set. It'll be easier from the inside to just go ahead and do it. So right here, 2, 2, 3. All right. So that's on this side here. Let's continue around. Might as well go ahead and put this part in now, since I have these materials to do it with. Remember, this is the level 5 that I'm working on. And so I'm not going to have any problem later. Hi guys, you're in the way. Try not to make those go away. There we go. So we'll still have the indentation on the inside, and we don't need the indentation on the outside. So let's continue around. So we have the whole building done on the side, and this is where I could talk about stuff, couldn't I? I don't know why I'm not good at talking and doing things at the same time. I can answer people's questions a lot of times. If you had questions, I would answer. Or if we were going to talk about something, I could talk to some degree about stuff. So I don't fight. We don't have war. We don't have any of this kind of stuff. So this is the kind of problem solving that we have. Because we don't have war, we have the challenges of making the building the most beautiful place that exists. This copper is going to bother me being in the ground, so we're going to harvest it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's 7 pieces of copper. We do need copper for some of the roofing that we're doing. So we definitely want it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll put it in here so it can go back to it can be put into a stash box, and the couriers can take it to the warehouse. Okay. So we just took that off, and so now I just need this here. So yeah, I've always preferred to do the town, even when it was just villages, even before Minecolonies. When I was just playing Minecraft, I preferred to have the town. Where am I? I'm just going to bring this back here. Right now, and get these pieces to be on. And dun da da da. I do believe that we have done the entire building on the outside. Let's go in and do that, and then we'll finish the glass. So in here, we're taking these away and putting an extra set of panel in, so we're double paneling it. And these parts right here. Where's the door? I just paneled the door. Nope, this is not the door. Let's come here. This is the door. I should do something about this first, shouldn't I? Ugh. There we go. There we go. And then let's do this. So we're going to do it exactly the same as on the other side. It's not letting me. Oh, because it's already inside. So this part, it goes on the outside. Okay. And now I need to put glass in. Glass panel to come up on the outside all the way up to here and across and all the way down. So yeah, so sometimes I do miss having someone to talk to, but I have tried to encourage talking and stuff, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and so this is my stream. This is my quest to follow that star. Oh my goodness, yes. So yeah, so we have some. How many sets of kids have we had? I think we've had 6 sets, I think. Let's make a door. Let's go ahead and make a glass door. We have a cutter on us. We could do stone, brick, and glass, and that might actually make an interesting door. Or we can do a portmanteau door. And so let's look at the cutter. Let's go to doors, and let's look at the portmanteau first. That's this door. These are kind of really cool looking, which is why I'm looking at them first. And let's see what I've got here. What does this look like? On this side. It looks like that. I think I like that. Or let's try the other one. We could do glass and stone, and we'd get one of these. So we'd either get this. We could do the creeper face. That would be interesting. Let's switch it and make it this way. Let's see what the creeper face looks like. If we did the creeper face on here. Let's see if I'm on the right side to do it. It would look like that. Which one do you like better? Since I don't have anyone here who could tell me which one they like better, we'll wait. We'll hold on to both doors for now. And let's put them in here. And we'll see which one is preferred. That's what we'll do. All right, so we have glass all the way up on this side, and this entire area is glassed in. The glass is all the way up on this part here. And we haven't, and we do have glass here. We have glass on this side. We have glass over here. This glass comes all the way up. If I get out the lantern for a minute, you can see the glass sitting there. And this one is done too. So this is the next part that we would be working on, except we're going to go in and finish the insides first. We started the door. We were trying to put a door in, and that caused us to stop for a moment. We're walking in the chickpea fields right here, and I don't want to hit any of the plants for definite. And right here, let's take that. So be careful. There we go. But yeah, listening to Drone Hands music in the background, which is always fun. And it would be fun to have some other music too. But I would have to have permission from someone in order to use their music. Now this is where we have this greenhouse here, and so I'm going to take this part down. I don't want any chests in, and we don't need these pieces, the outdoor piece there, so it's good. I am almost done, not quite. Let's go around this part right here. It's harder in this area because these plants are so tall. But I think I can get it. There we go. So how many days and nights have I been doing this? We'll check on the people in a minute. So there's a lot for you as the player. There's a lot of fun stuff to do, stuff that I like. Now, this would be where the other door is, right here. But we're not going to have a door. Am I missing a piece of glass? No. All right. That's the other side of that piece right there. And we're at this corner. So we're almost done. I might take a break before I do the class stuff again. How much time? Just to make sure that everything's okay. All right, and then in here, this is the rice fields. And from here, don't want to hit the rice plants. So let's see if I can get close enough and do that. Yay. There we go. And here we really don't need anything in this corner because it goes up too high on this part right here. So I don't even think I'm going to put in an extra piece. If I did, I'd need to do this. And maybe I do need to do that. Wait, remember we're closing in the glass there. I do need to do that. You're right. You are so right. I have to do that. So today, and that looks like both of them are done. Yes, it is. That one's done. That one's done. And there's a match for those. And then we just have this part here. I have to be careful where I land. So let's come over. There we are. Nope. Too far away to do it like that. There we are. I think we are done. I think that is it. Ooh, yay. Okay. So it's morning, and here comes Miriam, and here comes Nikolai. You just needed a minute to figure the doors out, and that's fine. And there they are. So she's working in that area and making sure everything is okay. And this comes up to here. This comes up to here. And this one isn't finished yet. Back here isn't done. If we don't want to take the button off, we can just make the glass come up to this portion right here where it needs to be. These are inside by mistake. They sure are. So then I get up here and I can't put it on the outside. That's what happened there. Is closed in with full glass right here. Oh, because we don't have it covering these sections. So let's do this. Do this and then put a piece there. And then we need a piece here on top, which we can't do. So that means we would need to bring a piece over from here. 2, 3. I know, I see it. And I think I'm going to leave that for now. It is closed in. Now this piece. And this, and 2 here. So that gives us an idea of how it goes. So let's do this first. So we're going to do this one different from the others. We're going to start at the bottom of this and do it like this. Let's come over here and let's do this right. So all of this is going to be on the outside now. And this is going to be one of these ones where we're going to put in the block here. We're going to put in 2 blocks here. And then we're going to put a glass here, glass pane here with nothing here. So there's not going to be the door here that there is on the other side. We're just going to have this part be here like this. And that is in the wrong place. That's on the inside, that piece is, and we need an outside piece. Now we're right. So now we can take the pane and put it here. I think it's been about about a half a year maybe. It could be a year, but there was a person who was building world, Minecraft, had these amazing builds, and they had been working on them for 7 years. 7 years they'd been working on them. It sounds so fantastic, but it actually was pretty amazing. And they have gone over, they have fallen away, and they are, and I hope that it's interesting when you have transitory art. It's like making sandcastles on the shore of the ocean. It's one of those kinds of things where it's transitory. It doesn't it lasts for a specific amount of time, and then it's gone. It's gone, and that is really quite something to think about, making something that is not going to be there, that is as impermanent as we are. And you can make a name for yourself. People make names for themselves all the time. It doesn't necessarily mean that your name will last forever. Think about all the senators in Rome. Think about how important they felt that they were, all the generals. And yeah, we know of some of them. And yeah, their names might be in books and records somewhere. But on a regular basis of knowing, it's really fantastic to think about how transitory, how fragile and not leaving a mark that some things can be. So the same, there are people who make chalk drawings on the streets, and they know that when it rains, those drawings are going to go away. And yet they still do it because it's the process that is fun. And that's the thing that I have. That's when I make these. I enjoy trying to figure things out. I enjoy the way it turns out. And I have fun talking to all you guys, even if you don't talk back. Talk back. That's fine. I prefer streaming because it's one process. So when I get done, I can put up a picture, and then I am done. I don't have to edit. I don't have to do all those kinds of things. It would probably be, I don't care what it is. I'm not even going to speculate on how much you would like it better or any of that kind of stuff. So it's sort of like if you have a conversation, you can record all your conversations that you have with people, and I'm sure that is, what do you do with them afterwards? I mean, do you listen to them again? Maybe you do. Maybe there's some recordings that you need at specific times as markers. And so in that respect, I'm glad that YouTube keeps the old streams that I have as a record. And I do have a record under Monster to Mermaid, the playlists that I have. So for 21, there is a Narluk playlist, and there is Jalapari. And on 20, I have Prasino, and Rosa Oru are on the same playlist. That looks like the window's open there. That would be interesting. But we don't need it to be, so I'm going to close this here. And then on 19, I have Emmy Island. And then on the Green Mermaid, so when you're looking at for Monster to Mermaid on YouTube, there is a mermaid against foam, sea foam, which is the white one, and a mermaid against against kelp, and that's the green one. And those are two different channels that haven't been brought together yet. But on the other channel, you can see 16 and 18. I think 16 and 18, but more like 12, 14, and 16 are there. So it's been a while that I've been playing Minecolonies and enjoy doing it. And it works for me because, see, this is new. We just did new stuff. And it's another day gone by, and they are fine. They've gotten used to the fact that they are closed in. It'll be much easier to control the heat and the humidity in here, now that it is inside like this. And so that is what we have. So there's hot and humid, and there's the temperature. That raises the temperature, and this makes it more humid. And Miriam is not complaining, and the field isn't complaining, and so we're good. So up here we put in, where the rabbit hutch is, we put a special entrance for the rabbit farmer so that she can get in and out, but that the rabbits can't follow her out. And so we have that piece, and this is only a level 4, so we're still waiting on that. Then we tried doing resort, and we still have a problem with the guest services. So we will go back to the drawing board there and see if we can help by showing our latest logs to the developer and see if that will help them figure out what's going on. And there we go. So we have a couple people who I think have finished, and Violetta can't work on that sugar farm, so we're going to have her work on something. And what do I have on me? How much of this do I need right now? This is in the world, all of these. We'll need them for the other greenhouse when the time comes, because we'll close that one in also. We could take this and put this where it needs to be. These are sidewalk. These are candles for indoors. We were doing books having to do with the university, but I don't think we need those right now. So the only thing that actually needs to go to the stash is this piece right here. There's Luz Noceda, and Luz is a child of the human realm, and Luz has been here also. So it's interesting that Luz came back as well. Both Luz and Arston were here just recently, and maybe there are storms on the sea or something for the reason that they ended up coming back. We're going to put in the copper that we dug up into the stash box to go back to the warehouse. And how much time do we have? We have 2 minutes. So this building here is the bakery, and it is now a full level 5. So these parts of the bakery are going to come away, and I'm going to use a pickaxe, not my hand. And let's have an axe piece here in case we need. But let's take these down. The actual place where it is connected to the ground is in these corners right here. And we can take all of this away. We may keep the inside piece, and we'll see. Now it's raining, it's pouring. Oh, wait. We can keep that connected to the stove for right now, and we can put a chimney piece on top. So let's find that part, and that is right here. So we can have a chimney piece come out here. Let's get a chimney. And it is made out of stone brick, so we'll use stone brick. And we can have it be here. We'll bring this part down, and you can see where the wood is around that area. And this is all supposed to be canvas here. So if we do that, if we don't have this, then we can bring this up one more. Bring this up to here and put this right there. Now if we have a problem with that, I might use a different type of piece here for the chimney the chimney. So there it is. So now in this corner here, yeah, let's put this piece all the way up, and this should go up to a piece right here. So let's just have this come to here. We can have this piece go over top. Nope. This piece right here to come in this area. Now that might not work, but I'll see in a minute if it is not going to work. And on this side we have the wood piece there, and we have a wood piece there. Interesting. Okay. So we won't actually see these, I don't think, if they stay the way they are. I think we're going to, in the center of this, have the block that is supposed to be here. So is this full block? It is. And we have full block there. Let's bring this block, let's put a block in this position right here. And the red in that position there. And in the white block, let's put the white here and the white here. And let's put white up above right there. We'll have a white top on this, because this is the white right here. So put the white across, boink, this part. And what am I going to do about this? I really don't like this. And this section right here where this is, let's just go ahead and put a block, put a full block right here. So that's where the chimney is connected, and we have colors there. This should be 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, and that's good. And that part's done. All right. So we had stools sitting here, and that part remained. What didn't remain was this part right here. So let's take this away. And let's just put this in for right now and see where this is going to be. And then we need one of these for the door. And then I'll start putting in lights. So we can hang from here on both sides. And that's going to light up our life right there. And there we are. Yeah, I see. This is at a different location here. What do I want to do here? Why don't we bring this all the way over? Nope, not good. Put this part here. There. And that holds that piece up. I know it's different. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that. I can make this actually counter here that they use on this part right here. And take this away. This is probably to keep them from jumping up on top. But we can put that there for a minute. Let's put counter here. We can do oak, spruce kitchen counter. Now this is adorn, and so these are really pretty rough, and that's why they'll probably look really nice right here on all sides of that. So that would be places where they would roll dough. We're not having that. Is this a full? What is that? Oh, I don't want that there. This actually should be stone. So let's take that block right here and let's have this be where the fireplace, the oven is. So we need this to be here. And there we have that. Now it's interesting that she has, I would prefer to have this. Let's put this under there. I would prefer to have nothing here. This is a bakery, and she pretty much needs to be able to clean this out. If she wants to have some place to stand while she's working on something, let's put that in on this side right here. She can stand on this while she's working. And then this is where we're going to put pastries and things that she needs to do. So let's, yes, who are you? This is one of our people. Hi, Cohen. Cohen, you're not studying? Oh, I didn't put you back, did I? I didn't put Cohen and I'm going to leave them. They can have the time off for a little bit. Cohen and Amari they don't have a job right now. And do I need any, all of this is in the world. What I want right now is some fun things to put in some fun places. This is not going to be a place where they can get something from, so we're going to close this side so that they come over to this side to get served. And we'll make it look like that. So they come right here, and this is where she serves people.
Okay.
Right here. She's got chairs that they can sit there. And now let's put some things out for her. I know, I want to do some baking stuff. Let's look at bake. So we see the bakery piece. We don't have anything. Let's look at cookies.
This looks fantastic.
Oh,
What's
good. She likes it. Hey, Mikey. So that's what we have for cookies. Let's look at cake. We used to have tables that had things on them, but those mods did not come back when we moved to NeoForge. And some of them that did come back didn't backport. They went on with Minecraft. And there's a group of mods, including Minecolonies, that are waiting for later Minecraft update in order to join, in order to be up to date with Minecraft. So let's do cooking for blockheads. Let's come here and let's get a fruit tray. So here's a fruit tray right here, and these are always good for showing things that she has on sale. We can put them in here, and then if somebody wants, they can get them. So let's put one here, and let's have one over here, and let's have one here. I see that. Let's come here. Let's come to here. Let's put, oh, and I have some too. But do I have them on me? Do I have to go all the way back there to get them? I think I do. Hold on for a second. We're going to go all the way back. Which is faster, to go here and get them, or to pull out a cutter and remake them? Let's come back here and go get them. There's one right there. There's one right there. This is the one that we need. And we'll fly back over. And you probably say, in the time it takes me to do that. But I like this. I get to see the place. I like the way it looks. And let's do this. So we're going to put another set of wall right here. There we go. And look what's happening to the ground there. So in this place, since it just turned to dirt, I think that means that we are going to have to put some kind of walk there. Let's do gravel. Let's change this to gravel. Oop. Oop. Okay. And that matches some other gravel areas that we have in here. So this is a continuation of the gravel area of this part right here. And we can let these go. Why don't we put this in the backpack for a second? Since we suddenly needed one of those again. I'm not going to need andesite. Did we need polished andesite panels for the Incan houses? I think we did. So I won't make those go away. And we're still working on this part. So let's go back in now. And let's have, see how this is here? Should I just have this part come up? I think I want to have this part come up right here all the way. Right at this point. Let's see what it looks like on this side. So this comes all the way up like this, which means that we should have this come all the way up. I know, look at the problem we've created for ourselves. But we're going to have to do that. I'm going to make it the same on this side. So it's like they're hanging this awning part out. There, so we have that, we have this, and then we have this piece here, which I don't want, but I think I'm going to have to do it the same as the others. So let's bring this here and out. Yeah, it's very bad. But rain is not always bad, is it? And there we go. So this is what we're doing. What's holding this up? We would need a piece right here holding this up. Is this two different types of wood? Yes, it is. It's like, why wouldn't that do? It's two different types of wood. Okay, bless you. All right, so now we have two places where they have pies and stuff waiting. We have a place where they can roll stuff out, cutting board. We can put a cutting board and a knife in a certain area. Let's put these back. This down. Let's put a cutting board here. Now, are they going to serve? So if they serve coffee, that is our enchanter right there. That is the East Asian enchanter garb, and that is Genesis, who's walking around. We've got a bunch of people walking around. It's raining. This part is on the outside of this, but we're going to have it stay like this. I want to have a place to put lights, and this is what I have. This is how we do it. Alright, so let's put away some of this. Let's take the build tool and put here. Let's take these down. this, and we'll put all of this away. And whoa, what happened to the time? 1 minute, it was like we had a couple minutes. I forgot that we only had like 2 minutes. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. That's it, people. That's it for today. That's not too bad looking. It really isn't too bad looking. So yeah. So it just stopped raining. Enjoy your games, everyone. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. Thank you for watching. If you are interested, this is Drone Hands music we're listening to right now. And we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus's music to take us out at this particular point. Bye for now, everybody. Bye for now.